The Mount Underwood fire today is a lot more quiet than late last week. 36 millimeters of rain has fallen here since Friday, doing exactly what fire officials had hoped for.
What this has done is significantly reduced fire behavior. We can say that we're seeing minimal growth over the last couple of days. Again, that rain was very advantageous for us.
160 firefighters are on the ground here today in the bush on the slopes working on the fire with the help of heavy equipment and aerial support. With much of the smoke cleared today, you can see the charred trees that burned in the fire.
We're feeling like we're in a good place moving forward, and obviously we are very well resourced on this fire. That is very important because ultimately it's not helicopters or aviation that puts out fires, it's ground crews, and that's where we're at.
It was just a week ago this evening that the fire erupted with a massive plume of smoke rarely seen here on Vancouver Island. It grew quickly and forced the emergency evacuation of the China Creek campground. An evacuation alert remains in place for the Cameron Heights neighborhood of Port Alberni, and power is still cut off to 500 customers on the coast in places like Dididat, Nitnat, and Bamfield. With the break in fire activity, BC Hydro is only beginning to inspect its hydro lines serving those communities damaged in the fire.
We've done some initial patrolling of the line, pretty extensive damage in some areas, about maybe 6 kilometers of area that we're looking at. That would be about between 50 to 60 poles, a lot of down line. We have to restring all the line. It's going to be like 20 kilometers of line that's been impacted.
BC Hydro says it could be 2 weeks before the power is back on.
There's too much at stake. We want to make sure we give the communities the best information we can, that we know how long it's going to take. So right now we're looking at about 2 weeks, and certainly if things change, if things move a lot faster or we get impeded by conditions, we'll let the community know.
So what does the future hold? Well, there's a chance of more rain in the valley tomorrow, but it's supposed to be dry and hot again by Friday.
While we could see higher fire behavior, we are not likely to see the same kind of fire behavior that we saw after 6 weeks of no rain at all and drought in very early August.
The air quality is much better today, but an air quality warning remains in place for inland Vancouver Island.